Hi history students, this is Claire. Today we're going to look at two different tools you can access through the GCC library to help you find sources for your research projects. The first one is called Discovery Search, which is a one-stop shop to search across all of our digital resources. So once you are on the GCC website and on the library web page, Discovery Search is this box that is up at the top. I am going to search for American Indian movement, and you'll notice that as you start typing, the autocomplete suggests different options for you. So, American Indian movement. Now, we have over 4,000 results, which is a lot, and probably want to limit this a little more. So I'm going to limit to peer-reviewed, which is an editorial process that academic journals use to have other experts in the field review articles before they're published. I'm also going to limit to journal article. And down here, under discipline, I am going to limit to history and archaeology. That brings it down to over 800 results, which is still kind of a lot. So I'm going to add a few more search terms. I'm going to add Alcatraz to that. And let's see. All right, we've only got 8 results now. A couple of them are duplicated, but like for whatever reason, this article from Tempo is coming up a few different times. So let's say this one here is one that I want to use. So I'm on campus. When I click on it, I am taken directly to the article. If you're trying to get to this from off campus, you will first be asked to log in using your library card number and password. So your library card number is 269960 plus your student ID number. All right, going back to Discovery Search, a couple things I want to point out to you. The first is that we have this search box, chat box off to the side. So anytime that the library is open, if you're having issues, you can type a question to a librarian, and if I sent this, it would go to one of the GCC librarians, and a librarian would get back to you. Also, for every result in Discovery Search, there is an option to cite the item. So if you click Cite and choose MLA, you can get the properly formatted MLA citation for that work. Also, there is a way to search even a little more specifically if you go to where it says Options up here. So sometimes one thing that I like to do is limit to just searching within the title of articles. So by default, Discovery Search looks for these words, American Indian Movement, anywhere within the text of a document. But if the phrase is used in the title, I can be pretty sure that the article is about that. And you can see this gives us 18 results, which, is probably pretty good. Okay, now we are going to look at Jstor, which is one specific database. Actually, let me show you how to get there from the main library webpage. So if you scroll down a little bit, there is this purple Databases button, which takes you to a big long list of our databases. However, Jstor is one of the featured ones at the top. Like I said, the reason that you might want to use Jstor is because it has a lot of history journals within it. Also, all the titles that it has, that Jstor has, it has the entire publication run of that journal. So, for example, we have some journals in here that have been published since, say, the late 1800s, and every single issue of that journal would be in here. All right, so again, I'm going to search for American Indian Movement, which is going to bring back just a boatload of topic or a boatload of articles, just a huge number. I'm going to put that in quotation marks, which means that those words get searched as a phrase. Still kind of a lot. JSTOR has a ton of book reviews in it, which are not super helpful. I'm going to limit to journals and this is working kind of slowly, book chapters. In addition to journal articles, it has some whole ebooks in it, which can be good. All right, so this looks like a journal article. It's from 1980, so maybe I would want to be a little cautious about it, but let's just take a look at it. You'll notice that, like with Discovery Search, you can get the citation for any article in here. Just again, make sure that you are getting the MLA one. You can also email it to yourself by clicking that. Another thing that I really like within JSTOR is they have off to the left side related texts. So other articles that are about similar topics. That can be super helpful. And if you find something that is related to your research, I would really suggest that you take a look at the related texts because those can be super helpful for you. One other thing that I want to show you is the browse option, because this lets you search within specific journal subsets. So, you know, if I was searching about the American Indian movement and the occupation of Alcatraz, I might want to search just within American Indian Studies journals, of which JSTOR has 10. Also, this can be a good idea if you are searching for a phrase that can show up in a lot of different disciplines, but means different things in different disciplines. So for example, one thing that I know a lot of history students look at is the concept of hero worship or heroification. If you were to just do a search for that in Discovery Search or even just in JSTOR, you would probably come up with a lot of things that aren't necessarily related to history. Like maybe they would be about the rise of the interest of in superheroes in comic books and stuff, which, you know, people do study. But I might want to limit my search to American studies or history just to try to narrow it down so I'm not finding things about hero worship in, say, the performing arts or, you know, just in things that aren't necessarily related to American history. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. As always, please remember that if you run into any issues, you can always contact a librarian, and we are happy to help you narrow down and find what you're looking for.